I joined EY Canada back in December 2006. I joined actually as an experienced hire, and I was, at the time they called them senior staff accountants. It was before the time that we were back into the advisory space. So literally my first couple of years were on risk and control engagements, and then moved into program and project management. And I stayed with EY Canada for almost 8 years. The last 2 years of my experience then was in Ireland. We had moved here in March 2014. I know the Canadian accent throws everybody off, but my family actually reside here. So my parents are here, and my partner, his family are here as well. So we moved back in 2014 with two children in tow, and I started working for EY here in Dublin. It's always the people. I think the people you work with, there's a camaraderie there. In any consulting firm, you know, there are a lot of late nights and early mornings, but very much EY always felt like a family or a team. And I think that was one of my fondest memories, but one of my greatest learnings actually out of EY is that we build diverse teams. We want people who challenge the status quo, who are not afraid to ask questions. And I think, you know, could see that in Canada, and really that foundational, but that has started to really embed itself in Ireland as well. Diversity is a positive thing, and having 4 people sitting at the table who all think the same thing isn't good for us, and it isn't good for the client. Definitely stakeholder management is probably critical. I'm a program manager and have been for a number of years. And I think especially as you get more senior in your roles, you need to understand who you're working with, who you're working for, and that's at all levels. And that, I think, was one of the critical things that I'd learned at EY. Ultimately, EY is about building relationships. And out of building relationships, it's understanding, you know, who you're working with, and you know, the formal title is stakeholder management, but ultimately it's building a network, it's building trust. I love working at Barclays. I think it is it's a global organization. It gives me that sense of purpose. It gives me that sense of learning. You know, it is constant. So while you're teaching others, you're also still continuously learning and evolving. Is probably as in any global business today, you have to meet the demands of your clients. The EY Alumni Network is an important resource. I think it helps those of us who have left to stay connected. It's global. As we've all moved on and left roles potentially in Canada or Dublin, we've moved to other areas of the globe. So I still obviously have friends in Toronto, but I have friends in Dublin, and some of those friends are now in London, America, and you may not necessarily talk work or look for solutions, but sometimes you are. So, how are things going, and where are you now, and what are you doing these days? And I think EY stands to you. I think that was something. I was on a client I had only just joined. I still remember him saying, you've got EY on your CV, you'll be fine. The Alumni Network is a fantastic facility to at least stay connected, and I'm really glad to be a member of it.